We're going to start broadcast number 2. Broadcast number 2 with my favorite races. Now, I'm almost up to 668. And I'm not going to be doing this much longer, but I am going to go through my races. This is a super race. It can be a point-to-point GTA race, but I play it solo, so there's pretty much nobody to shoot at. I'm going to play it in super. At least once. Pretty much have all the cars. I have 2 adders, the Entity, Furnace, Cyrus, T20, Turismo R, Vaca, Zentorno. Those are all the custom supers. And I'm probably going to do it in the Osiris. It's a custom made race I've made probably about a year ago or more. I've made at least 40 races. And this one has jumps, power-ups, I know the race flows occasionally. You really got to hit it right. It's got some great jumps. Really thought out. This jump and the next jump really flow together if you hit them. Or if you don't, they don't. Usually when you jump up there, you can hit this second part really well. But if you don't, you don't. This next jump puts you over 8 lanes of highway. And then some. Used to grind this when they used to get 3,000 RP for a 4-minute race. Used to absolutely grind the crap out of this thing, but then everything. Whoa! What the bleepity bleep was that? That was odd. That usually doesn't happen. But seeing I really don't care what time I finish the race, because you would think the race, if you finish it fast, you'll get more RP and more money, but no. Now I put exploding barrels down there and all kinds of things just in case, you know, you jump short. And I originally did it as a regular point-to-point. And then I changed it up and put in all those things. I put on the boosters, I put in the fixings. This one's interesting because you have to clear both of these things and make it through there. I think I went a little too high. This one is always fun to land. I have watched so many friends screw this up and explode their car. Because you have to land, literally, if it's a tilt, you have to land tilted on your wheels. All 4 of them. If you don't, you're going to blow up. You don't know how many times. What I would do is I would get above them and get over to this bridge here by the time they were doing that jump. And I would sit here and watch them explode after explode after explode after explode because they didn't know how to land the jump. Having made the jump, ooh, That almost worked the way it was supposed to. But even though it's a GTA race, I pretty much designed it solo. And what I'd do is I'd get to this point here, and I'd stop. Because if the race lasts for more than 4 minutes, it's a better race. It gives you more stuff. It used to be a maximum of 3,000 RP, but they've completely changed that. Like it, even though it's mine. I could replay it or free mode it, and I'm gonna free mode it. I have another couple of races that I've made that I'm gonna present. I've made a few duds, trying to make 4-wheel drive races or something. All right, so now we're gonna go to online, jobs, play jobs, my jobs. I've made a lot of death matches, quite a few races, a few captures, and a last team standing. But mostly races and death matches. Let's see. And the one I want is this one. Threading the Needle. Now the great supercar jump race. Well thought out. A lot of the things you're jumping are existing. I haven't set this up to be a GTA yet. I don't think I did anyway. You can go back and reinvent your races. You can go back and reinvent your death matches. Just going to use the Osiris. It works really good. It's kind of fast. I don't know why I need more armor, but okay. This one's fun. You gotta pretty much head for that red sign, and then the jump is gonna be right in front of it. Wow, I cleared everything on that. Even the checkpoint. Yeah. A lot of things that get hung up on in here. Trying to keep going forward. You gotta get up speedy. You're not gonna get this ramp. There is another ramp up there to help you over it if necessary. And checkpoints, I find, are pretty much pointing towards the next checkpoint. So even if the road doesn't go that way... Whoa! Or even if the race doesn't travel that direction, it's gonna point to your next checkpoint. So you gotta vary your checkpoints so you don't lose track of anything. This one's a tough one. It's very tight. You have to turn into here and not hit that friggin' rail that's right next to it. And then, oh, make it to the top of that thing. But because I did trigger the thing... Where is it? Which button am I pushing to respawn? If you feel good, yeah, that one. All right, there we go. It's going to respawn me up on the ramp because I did hit the trigger. This one's another interesting jump because you go left and then to the right. Want to keep your car level and straight. And you will pretty much land in the spot you were supposed to land in. It doesn't matter at what altitude you are to hit these things. You can hit a checkpoint at any altitude just about. This pretty much thing goes straight up in the air. This one's a little difficult because there's a fence right at the top of the jump. Well, I hit that pretty good. It actually takes the same, slightly the same route as the previous race. Till right about here. Now I could have ended this one better, but it took a long time, and I was just like, oh man, I just want to end this thing. Whoa, that's not what I was supposed to do, but that works. Again, I'm at 3:25. I'm supposed to do a 4-minute race. Not a great jumps. I mean, it really helps to have a good car that you can handle in the air. Now, what I should have done here is just had to jump the entire structure there. But $3:57. I won't have to stop. I'm at 4 minutes. And bingo! Okay. Now.
Hey, you still owe me from that one time.
The name of this race is you can get there from here. Another thing about racing a lot is you really get to know the map really well. Because of all the races I've had, it's just absolutely it's a great way to know the map. And getting around without GPS is great. This is pretty much two roads that go all the way through the city and all the way back out through the city. Once you know these 2 roads, you're pretty much getting around any way you want to get. Again, even if it's GTA, if you're probably going to be using your own weapons, because I don't want people shooting rockets at each other. If you want to shoot at each other, I pretty much do it for the health and the boosts. So also get your top speed in your car. Learn to drift corners, kinda sorta. And I put the 2 things in a row because even if the lead driver takes the health or the boost, the guy behind him is going to get one. So the first and second place in this really works out good, because even the fix-me's are right behind each other. So you can only pick up one fix-me at a time. Unfortunately, it does take less than 2 minutes to finish this race. And you don't get the maximum RP, you don't get the maximum everything else. But it's a great race to pretty much open it up and drive around in a circle. It's a big circle. Oh, not random. I don't want random. That figures. What is it? Free fall, lap race, dirt bikes. Yeah, I can do that. Just to avoid jumping into another room. Absolutely. Because sometimes if you quit a game or you quit a mission, it sends you into another room, even though that's not the room you were in. I play only friend rooms. Wow, one or the other, huh? Let's go with Patriot Beer. Hey, get back here. I don't get my special helmet. The hell? This isn't my race. I just happened to pick random by accident. I'm lucky it didn't land on a mission. So I'm just gonna do one lap of this, whatever this is. It says free fall. Hopefully it'll be some free falling. You can even set world records really easy playing them solo because there's nobody there to screw with you. Doesn't matter. You don't have to use the bike they want you to. You can use your own custom bike. Makes it a little faster. It could be an off-road race, and you could do an off-road race really well in a supercar. And you'd get it done faster. I've made a lot of world records that way. Okay. We're in a motorcycle on a tar road. Alrighty, this race is getting a little better. I don't want to kill myself in a race. I like that. That was cool. Coming up on the finish line. I'm back. Alright, well we managed to get through that without effing everything up, so let's go back to one of my other races. Alright, this one is a motorcycle race. It really uses some of the windy corners and roads of the mountain range between Blaine County and Los Santos County. There's a lot of good windy roads up there. In fact, I use 3 motorcycle races, and they both go one goes one way, one comes back the other way. Tick, 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 tick. Come on. I'm not sure if I set this up as a GTA race or not. I don't think I did. I have a Nemesis. Oh, the double T. And the double T is way better. Alright. Alright. There you go. Now it says GTA race, but again, if I didn't set it up to be a GTA race, I'm not going to get anything as far as bonuses or boosts. I don't believe I did. I think it's just pretty much a race against corners. It takes about 4 minutes to finish the mission, which is good. The race. Because that's the optimal time for the maximum RP, even though it's not as much as it used to be. I did put in a lot of aids on the side of the road, so in case you need to bounce off something, it's going to be at the critical point, and you're not going to just slam into the one in front of you. They're staggered, so you bounce against them rather than slamming into the one in front of you. Ooh, how'd that feel? Good place to bump somebody off. Well, my previous broadcast ended in failure when I failed to commit the chopper tail mission. I was all set to finish it, and suddenly it said follow the chopper. And I'm like, well, I did. He was getting out. That's why I shot him. Maybe you should have waited till he got out of the vehicle, out of the helicopter. I specifically designed this so it would last for 4 minutes. I made it, tested it, and it didn't last for 4 minutes, so I just extended it a little so it would last 4 minutes. See, now that arrow points right into that wall because it's pointing towards the next checkpoint and not necessarily the way the road goes. Oh, road rash. Oh, that was terrible. I almost died in that one. Look at how much life I have left. All the blood skipped across the friggin' road. Wow. I barely had any life. Barely had any life. I already died twice today. The only way I was going to get out of Chopper Tail was to kill myself. Where are we? 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, I think I'm over the limit. Finish line's right up here. Alright, I know I've only been on a half hour for this one, but I'm going to kill it right here and end my second broadcast.